I'm reasonably sure that most of us feel the pace of life currently is unsustainable, unhealthy, that it's not good for us in some way. However, I'm also reasonably sure that many of us don't know how to change that. And if we do know how to change that, we fear the consequences of that change. I think of the moments when work is particularly busy and I get lost in the work and I forget that I am not the work. All those moments when I'm driving and I forget that I don't have to drive as fast as I am. Or I've been lost in my mobile phone for a long time. And then all of a sudden, when the battery runs out or the distraction stops, there's this sense of momentum that seemed too uncomfortable to sit with. And then there are other days when I can look around and I can see that nature is unhurried. Nature operates at a natural pace. The trees will grow as the seasons change, and the birds will start to build their nests at particular times of year. And nature makes these adjustments to the seasons. It doesn't try and operate in spite of them. The trees don't blossom before the time is right, before the conditions are right. Yet so often we do. We want to convince others that we have the answers when in truth we don't, or that we've made it to the other side when we haven't. We're so desperate for approval or validation that we are slaves to a rhythm which is not our own, and which for some of us is extremely harmful. But we also have this capacity to stop, to slow down, to observe, to listen to ourselves and to the life around us, to notice the voices inside of us which say, do this because it will make you happy, or because someone else will love you more, or because it will fix all of your problems. And also to listen to another voice inside of us which is saying, it's okay to be where you are, and if where you are is uncomfortable, that's fine. If what you are dealing with or facing in this moment is a tough decision, it doesn't mean that you need to jump into it to resolve it straight away. If you have lost someone that you love and you are grieving, then it's okay to grieve. And it's okay to contemplate the fact that you too someday will come to the same end. And also to realize or consider that there is something inside of us, all of us, which is not subject to this passing of time. Something which is enduring, which gives life to each body as equally as it does to each tree and each bird and each blade of grass. and that when one passes, another will surely arise in its place, and that this force is not separate from us, and that we can connect with it. But it's very hard to connect with when we're running so frantically around, trying to build a life to impress others or create some sense of security by having a certain amount of things or money. I am no exception to these things either. And for a time we may need to go in and out to recognize that we get lost, and then to come back to ourselves, to get caught up in the pace of life, and then to take a step back. Not to rush to try and resolve every single problem or question. Sometimes to create space for those questions to dissolve, because they were never truly important. And to discover that maybe the thing that we were really looking for, that's really important to us, is as available to us in this moment as any other. And the running towards or away from only delays the realization of that. There is a power in slowing down. There is a power in stopping and listening. And that power is also empowering, because it's yours. No one can take that away from you. It may be considered an act of rebellion to take a step back from the pace of the world to discover what you want to do, what's right for you, what pace you want to live at that's sustainable, irrespective of how others may perceive that. But secretly, I feel everybody wishes to do the same. To drop the mask of performance and pretend everything is okay, when in reality that's not necessarily always the case. And to trust that we can be seen and accepted, even in our moments of not okayness. in the same way that we can see and accept the tree in its winter form, bare and naked, as equally as we can accept the blossom and the leaf and the seed and the fruit. None is better than the other. So why should you be any exception? Take a moment to breathe and remind yourself that you are here, and that whatever you are here with is yours, but it's not necessarily you. And it can pass.